and appreciate you tuning in, of course. Our show tonight will be all about movies, the Academy Awards, and the Oscars. I'm your announcer, British television comedian from the Benny Hill Show. And my name is Lady Windsor. I am a legend in my own mind. Can I please introduce you to the host of today's show and always this show? Let me see. Oh, the host of Vegas Nonstop with Miles to Go, executive producer, on-air personality, Jonathan Scott.
Thank you, Lenny Windsor. I'm calling Evelyn Woods in the morning.
Oh, good. Okay.
Remember Evelyn Woods?
I know.
Yeah, I know. Well, thank you, Lenny. That was a very lovely and charming introduction. You lend a touch of class to the show.
Well, something needs to.
Yes,
What, are we all
thank you.
classless?
Yeah. I don't know if I have a fever, if I've got Oscar fever. That is Jonathan Scott. And our guests include Clint Holmes, residence artist at the Smith Center for the Performing Arts in Pia Zadora, star stage, screen, and film, appearing Fridays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. at Piero's Restaurant on Convention Center Drive, and April Diamond, electronic dance music recording artist and performer. And to my right, and maybe to his left, G. Eric Miles from Miles to Go. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Another weekend, big birthday weekend for me, so I'm trying to
You
sober up and
recovered
do the show.
after Thursday.
And the other half of Miles to Go, Kimberly Miles from the payroll company .Vegas. Did I get it
that's
right? After
Yeah,
12
lots
weeks?
of smiles to you, Jonathan. Happy Saturday.
Thank you. And sitting here, Pia Zadora was at my birthday party. Pia, thank you so much for coming in tonight. And we're going to grab that over to you so everybody can.
Love that pink bus, the pink party bus.
The pink party bus.
That was so cool. I want to live there.
I thought you did.
It was very funny.
I thought I did.
One night,
Yeah.
but we won't see.
Didn't I like going like on a road trip to this? We've got this little pink party bus. You can look it up on my littlepinkpartybus.com. It's got stripper poles and 50-inch monitors and music blaring and loaded with whiskey and
It's like a
vodka.
little disco, like a little
It was,
disco
yeah.
on wheels.
Yeah, so it's perfect for a pub crawl, and that's what we were doing with it. We were driving around town on Thursday, which was my birthday. So I wanna thank everybody for celebrating my Vegas nonstop birthday this weekend. Skyline Helicopters for the great Doors Off tour of our Las Vegas Strip. So we went up in a helicopter, and they actually take the doors off, so you can like hang out of the helicopter.
Scary.
I know. We were like all weekend. That the code word is, my safe word is doors off. For those that know what a safe word is, doors off. Little pink party bus for rocking and rolling us around town while we drank and danced in the mobile nightclub. Vamped and Enough's Enough for hosting our Thursday night party. Rock on Vamped. Congratulations to Alan Glist and the entire company of Menopause the Musical on the reopening at Harris Showroom. Menopause Musical must-see show, provides music, comedy, and it's just perfectly entertaining in every way, so go see that. Our friend Zoe Bowie for helping us get our Friday night groove on last night at the Red Rock Lounge in Pia's neighborhood. Wow.
Summerlin, right, Rob?
Some, yeah. Our restaurant friends, Richard Feminella at Charlie Palmer Steak at the Four Seasons, still offering the best deal in Vegas, Jeffrey, with their chef's cut menu.
Absolutely, you can't beat it, Jonathan. Best deal in town.
Did I even introduce you?
No.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So don't talk.
Jeffrey, the man with no voice, Jeffrey with a G, our restaurant personality, I don't know, connoisseur of restaurants. Still offering best deal in Vegas at Charlie Palmer's. Chef's Cut menu changes every Monday. Sign up for their weekly menu at www.charliepalmer.com. You'll find out what the menu is every Monday.
I got it right in front of me.
Yeah, well, it's $48 for a 3-course steak dinner with bottomless wine. The operative words there would be bottomless wine.
Here's the beautiful thing about it. One of the top restaurants in the city. You pull right up at the Four Seasons. You get right out. The restaurant's there. $48. Birthdays, anniversaries, corporate events, doesn't matter. You can have a great time. You can have a great meal. You can't beat it.
I love it. I love it down there. Congratulations to Hash House at Go-Go on their new Henderson location. Had breakfast there this morning on Stephanie and Warm Springs. I swear I'm going to gain 10 pounds this weekend. Just this weekend.
It's a birthday weekend. Relax. You'll fast next week.
Yeah. Is it fasting next week? It's not
Or
Yom
you could
Kippur.
go-
It's
you
not
could go
Yom
on the
Kippur.
new whiskey diet.
Yeah, what's
You could
that?
lose 3 pounds. 3 days.
Just drink whiskey?
No, you can lose 3 days.
Yeah,
Just drinking whiskey.
I can lose 3 days.
It's a joke, and I swear to God, okay?
What's
Deal
new
with
about
it.
that? What's new about that? Come on. That's part of the charm of you telling
I'm
jokes.
such a Polish cornball.
No, I love what you said about what is it? You're half Polish and half Italian, but you invade yourself and then you forget why.
No. Hey, he used to
Beach.
kid me because I'm half Polish and half Italian. And he would say that I'm Italian from the neck down, Polish from the neck up. And then he would make me an offer that I couldn't refuse or understand.
Yeah, that was it. You couldn't refuse or understand.
Right,
That's the
right.
point. That's funny. Anyway, Hash House A Go-Go, Stephanie Warm Springs, definitely twisted farm food, Jeffrey. Servings as big as your head. Love to the Reese family for their support throughout the years. Hash House A Go-Go.
I love the place. It's awesome. We were right next door the other night when we were there for your birthday, the one on West Sahara.
Yeah, next to Vamp.
Unbelievable. They serve huge portions. The food's great. I think they're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They are, and if you like chicken and waffles, that used to be my favorite. It still might be. It's kind of like Roscoe's in LA, the chicken and waffles thing. Crazy.
Apparently, they're also known for their famous happy hour BLT Bloody Marys.
I had one for breakfast
They're
this
supposed to
morning.
be unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I believed it. I don't know if I call it unbelievable, but special thanks to Kurt Lasner and everyone at the Big Dogs Brew House on Rancho and Craig, with about 100 different beers and the best ribs in Las Vegas. Have you been to Big Dogs?
I have not.
Anybody been to Big Dogs Brewery? We're gonna go there. Nieve Melandra sings there on
I
Thursday.
love
Yeah, I want to.
I've been to Denny's.
Denny's. Is it a flagship Denny's?
Denny's, a
Do they-
marvelous meal. $9 for 7 of us.
All right, now we got the topic of the show. The topic this week is the movies and the Academy Awards. Like I said, I've got a fever, but I'm not sure if it's Oscar fever. Each January, the entertainment community and film fans around the world turn their attention to the Academy Awards. Interest and anticipation builds to a fevered pitch leading up to the Oscar telecast in February, when hundreds of millions of movie lovers tune in to watch the glamorous ceremony and learn who will receive the highest honors in film making. So just to go through a little bit of the movies that are up. American Sniper. I think Clint Eastwood directed American Sniper. Birdman, which I finally watched yesterday, which I loved. I thought it was great.
You did like it.
I think you'll like it. I like Birdman. Grand Budapest Hotel, which I did see, which I thought was very funny and kind of a dark comedy, wasn't it?
It's a little offbeat, yeah, and it's a dark comedy.
But it's done in a classic sort of Wes Anderson kind of way. If you've seen some of his other movies, classic Wes Anderson, I love the movie.
Now, you guys are probably ahead of me, but The Imitation Game, and then The Theory of Everything, and then, of course, Selma, and Whiplash.
And Boyhood.
Right, Boyhood is in there, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you left out Boyhood.
Oh, yeah, I left out Boyhood. Yeah, well,
Which is probably
Yeah.
going to
I've
win.
been taking reading lessons from Lenny.
Very funny.
Get in line. Wait,
So, let's start with talking about any of the movies. Gee, do you have a favorite?
Well, you know what? I don't really have a favorite, although because there are two movies that have drumming in them significantly, though I'm leaning toward those because the Whiplash is all about a drummer seeking perfection, and we know that you can't get that. But it's a great movie. It's a great drama. And then in Birdman, which I also saw recently, it's almost a predominantly drum soundtrack. They have drummers, I mean, because it's so stylized of a movie, but they have drummers coming in and out of the movie all the time.
Yeah, it was kind of a current thread through the movie.
Yeah.
And I found it interesting. And it was almost like when Everyone Loves Mary or something about Mary, where they would go to this drummer. And,
Right. They would cut
the scenes.
Yeah, there would be scenes where they would be walking through, and then there'd be a guy sitting in a drum set playing.
Yeah,
Playing,
in the
yeah,
hallway.
Did you guys both enjoy the movie? Because I've been dying to see it.
Oh, I loved it. Because it's about, well, you don't know whether the guy is actually crazy or going crazy, and so losing his mind, and so you're seeing the movie from his perspective. And so when you see these drummers, like he walks by and there's a guy playing drumming, that's what he sees in his head.
You don't know if he's there
Right,
or not.
right. It's
It's
just
pretty cool.
It's actually a very cool movie.
Now, did you see Whiplash, G?
I have not seen Whiplash.
Yeah, because I thought that was the one that you should see.
I know.
because of the drumming.
I saw the previews for it, and it looked like a really great movie. And I love J.K. Simmons, the guy who plays the teacher.
Oh, he's the buzz. He's the
Oh yeah,
buzz. that he's
he looked like he was amazing in that thing.
They,
So
they say he's the shoo-in for best supporting actor.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So here's my question. If you were to get an award for anything in your life, what do you think that award would be, G?
Most likely to burst into a poem.
We got a couple minutes. Go ahead. Is it a haiku? That would be a limerick because I'm relying on Lenny for the limerick.
It turns into music too.
And it better not be about that guy from Nantucket.
Stop it.
The best laid plans of mice and men, some are now, some are then, will always come around again to the obvious question why. Because intentions were, as always are, wishes made upon a star, and never quite measuring up to par with the expectation. because plans are wrought by time and fate won't yield and time won't wait. Before you know it, you're already too late to say what's meant to be. But dismay ye not when next you plan, just rely ye not on might of man. Just find a universal hand and simply meditate.
Very, very good.
Snap.
That was
Awesome.
Snap.
There
you go. Snap. And that's going to take us to our first commercial break. Listen to Vegas nonstop with Miles to go.
That
Tell us, guys, stay right where you are.
I love the song.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too.
Welcome back, everyone, to Vegas, and with miles to go. Miles to go. And Mr. Vegas. No, maybe not. Anyway. Well,
You know the funny part? The funny part is you've got it wrong. It's every time.
of course.
Yeah. Vegas nonstop with Miles to go.
Well, it's so much easier for you to say. It would have been easier for you to say it.
I'm trying to justify your reason for being here.
Oh, no. It's pure stupidity.
Well, then you're well qualified.
Just remember, I write shows. I don't actually speak, though.
Well, now you tell me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Joining us in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Take it a little bit.
I have a fair stage right here.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
Now the lights are
Boom.
Yeah, I won't even tell you what happened, but I'm happy to be here.
Okay, well, we're happy
I'm
that you're here.
Yeah.
And you missed the first segment. We were talking about Menopause the musical that I know that you were at the opening with,
Yeah, we had a great
with us
time.
last night.
We're sitting right next to Pia Zadora.
Yeah, and I'm doing that right now.
I understand.
Right next to Kelly and Chris.
Yes.
know.
Woo! We had a ball.
Yeah.
Jordan loved it. It was really cool. He had.
He was sitting right next to me, and I could hear him laughing.
I know.
He
He
had a
was
great
all
time.
over it.
And-
He has no idea what menopause.
I was
means.
gonna say, as a
Jordan
mother,
is-
were you sitting there going, how come he gets this?
I-
Sometimes, right?
I got why he got it
Okay.
because he
Right.
loves that kind of, way out there crazy. Because he's used to that around the house with me.
Okay, gotcha.
But he didn't never ask me, well, what's menopause? He just thinks that's the name of the musical that we sang.
When he said they're going through their change, did they think they were going through their
I
pockets?
don't know any more. I haven't asked him yet.
Well, Jordan's out here, we'll find out.
Great fun, that show.
It was great.
The cast was great, the girls were wonderful.
They were.
Perfect. I said to Ellen, the producer, I have no notes, nothing. The show's perfect.
Did anyone really care if you had notes?
Right.
I know you did.
If you'd have walked in with notes, would anyone have gone,
Mr.
oh, please share them?
Yeah, share the
Yes.
notes. I'll keep that in mind in June.
Only if they receive us.
Yeah, yeah. Liz and I are allegedly working on something together for June.
Yes, we're doing a ballet.
Yeah, they needed a Chicago guy to produce a ballet.
Yeah.
Hey, dancer, over here, come here.
You
You,
with the tights.
you with the tights, come here, I want to talk
With
to
the tights, I
you.
need a linebacker.
We need a whole team is what we need. Anyway, I got a couple plugs in. Dubin Wellness Center is offering perfect fusion of health and beauty. They have their grand opening on March 19th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be demonstrations. And Pia, you probably can explain this stuff because I don't understand. Free skin analysis with Skin Scope, free consultations, raffles, entertainment. But the Med Spa offers a variety of beautification treatments, and I'm going to read some of these because I don't know. Non-invasive cosmetic aesthetic procedures to enhance, beautify, and restore the natural beauty. Fractional resurfacing.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I was bad in math, also.
What?
I was really bad in math.
New bad math. It was the new math.
That sounds ridiculous. Fractional research.
Fractional resurfacing, rejuvenation, face and body remodeling.
Oh,
Let's go.
I thought that was only for house.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. IPL skin rejuvenation.
What does IPL stand for?
Well,
You don't want me to make that up.
non-invasive, yeah, let's get our poet laureate over here.
Yeah.
As long as we hear about the man from Nantucket, we're fine. Non-invasive body contouring.
That would be massage.
Sounds-
I got
that's right.
that.
A cellulite treatment, I could use that. Fat transfer, I could use that. Micro needling, I get that from Clint.
I like that.
Macro needling.
Yeah, socially, Mac, thank you for the happy birthday wish.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite. I laughed a lot after I wrote it.
Yeah, evidently so did a lot of people. Tattoo removal. I was going into tattoo. Tattoo removal and more. And I put a special note to myself, ask Pia. On my note, because I thought this would be your chemical peels.
Well, you know what that is. They peel a layer of the skin because they feel that they'll take off some wrinkles and rejuvenate. They usually use, alpha lipoic acid or something like that. It's
Wow.
bad.
That
It's
can't be
very,
healthy.
it's very abrasive. Anything like that, I don't know. I'm scared of it.
Okay. Refreshing facials.
Oh,
Lenny?
that's
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, all the time.
All the time, dear. Yeah. Eyelash extensions.
Me too.
I guess they put.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I wear those, Jonathan. I love those long extensions.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? Dr. Dubin's got over 30 years of experience, thriving practice, excellent reviews on physician review websites, Dubin Wellness, DUBIN wellness.com. You know Dr. Dubin, don't you?
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
I-
and Steve
He was
Rossi,
Steve's doctor.
and that's how he
Yeah.
became my doctor. It's opening March 19th, 4 to 8 p.m., Dubin Wellness Center, 5741 South Fort Apache, near Russell Road, and you can like them on Facebook. Telephone number 702-362-9930, 362-9930. That's Dubin Wellness Center. Clint, we're talking about movies. You came in a little bit. I think that was the movie from Selma. That was
That was
Selma.
Lord, right.
Yeah.
Which will win the Academy Awards, best song.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What do you know? We've talked about these movies a little bit, and you told me which ones that I haven't seen as many as I should. But what's your
Yeah,
pick for
well,
Best Picture?
Kelly and I are passionate about this. We are actually have one left.
Kelly, your
We're
wife.
seeing it, Kelly and my wife, and we're seeing it tonight at 6:30. So at that point, we will have seen all of the nominated movies.
Right.
And my favorite movie, it won't win, I don't think, is Whiplash.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one that
that's
she
the one I
wants to
really
see.
Ah,
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah.
oh, baby, what a movie.
And
And I love, up until I saw Whiplash, it would have been Birdman.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, yeah.
Love
Birdman was
Birdman.
good, yeah.
But Whiplash, I've never, has anybody in this room seen it?
No,
Okay.
no.
Here's what the reaction from the audience was, and Kelly and my reaction when the movie went black, when it ended, was like this. Oh, the whole theater did that.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. And then I made my daughter go see it, and she called me right after she had seen it, and she used some expletives that I can't use. But she just said,
We appreciate that.
she said, I've never experienced a movie like that. It's incredible. I don't think it'll win, just because it's not a big old movie. You know, I think Boyhood will
Yes.
probably win, and we love Boyhood.
Which one have you yet to see?
We're seeing Imitation Game. That's the only one we haven't seen.
No, isn't Boyhood the one where it goes over a span of time?
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
years.
12 years.
Yeah.
It took 12 years to make that movie.
I think it's
That's
13.
incredible.
Isn't it 13
Yeah, I
years?
think it's
13 years.
13
Yeah,
years.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just for that.
Did anybody see that?
12 years.
Right.
Okay,
No, I haven't
nobody saw it?
seen
Okay,
it, no.
Oh, you're our guy.
Okay, my experience of that movie was the same as several friends of mine, which is that for about 20 minutes, you're kind of going, okay, all right, this is nice.
Yeah.
And about a half an hour in, you suddenly go, oh, okay, here we are. Because you watch this kid grow, a real kid, not an actor, a real
Right,
person, surrounded by actors, grow up for 12 years.
That's
So
wild.
I think he starts at 6, and by the end of the movie, he's 18 and going to college.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting, but it took a while, because otherwise it was just kind of, well, this is nice as a kid growing up and having stuff happen to him, and then all of a sudden you went, oh, wait a minute, we've been through 5 to 6 years with this guy now, you know?
Right.
So it's a really good movie. I love Birdman a lot, and I think Keaton will win the award for the best actor.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah, he's just fantastic.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
one thing, you made a really good point because it wasn't a really big movie.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what we were talking, about before or during break on the show is what constitutes that really good acting where it touches the soul like that so deeply, but in the back of our minds, we kind of know it's not going to win because it's not
But that-
Michael.
Well, I think
Keaton.
J.K. Simmons, right?
Yeah,
I
J.K.
think
Simmons.
he'll win. I
that's
think
what I was
I
going
think
to
he'll
ask you.
Okay.
What do you think of his
Okay.
performance?
it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
It's about us. It's about the passion of a career. Well, in this kid is a young kid, but the passion and the length to which a talent and a passion will let itself be driven to get what it wants. And J.K. Simmons is the driver,
Right, right.
and this kid Miles Teller, I think his name is the drivee, is the kid. And boy, I just, that movie took me places, man. It really did. And isn't that what we want?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why we go to the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And
Did
I'm
you
not a
see-
big.
Ken, did you see American Sniper?
yes, saw that.
What did you think?
I thought Bradley Cooper was amazing, and it made me very sad. I mean, I think it's a really good film. It just made me sad.
It was hard film to watch.
Yeah, it was a hard film to watch.
I think we, as laymen that haven't been in the army or at war, we have no idea what those poor people go through.
Right.
I mean, it's extreme.
It's
And at
crazy, isn't it?
first, Hollywood, it was controversial because Hollywood was like, this is a pro-war movie. Well, it's not a pro-war movie. It shows both aspects.
Right, Hollywood.
It
who
shows
said-
the pain. In Hollywood, there was a lot of talk when it first came out that it was a pro-war movie.
Okay, yeah.
But it shows
It's
everything.
about a human being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it shows the heartbreak. It shows the tragedy that happens to people.
And didn't you sit there? I sat there thinking to myself, why do we do this? I mean, it's just so, there is no satisfaction to it. There's honor to it in the sense that these people are risking their lives to protect our way of life. There's honor in that.
Right.
But I mean, one of the most telling scenes is when he sees the kid and goes,
And says, put it down,
please
put it down. Yes, that was
Oh,
amazing.
and what's that? That's not pro-war. That's about a human being dealing with an incredible situation.
Well, isn't this too, aren't several of these movies based on true stories?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought was interesting with the 8, nominations for, Motion Picture of the Year, to have so many real stories. I actually
Absolutely.
kind of like that. And I'm not a big go to the movies girl. That's not what I do.
Uh-huh.
I do want to mention that we've got a couple of young men here helping us out with video streaming, and you can watch us talking live on YouTube. And I think if you go to Vegas Nonstop on YouTube, you'll find us somehow. And we also want you to go to Facebook and like us on Facebook. And we want you to support our sponsors. And one of them, which is brand new on board, is Big Dogs Draft House, and it's the home of Big Dogs Brewing Company, Las Vegas original brewery. Big Dogs Draft House has been the home of great food, awesome gaming promotions, and good times since 1988. Whether you're a lover of sports, Wisconsin-inspired comfort foods, which would be Bratz, Bradstaff, live music, or award-winning craft beer, Big Dogs is your place to come to throughout the year. The ribs are amazing. Big Dogs is excited to announce the opening of their front porch patio just in time for the awesome spring weather. Big Dogs open daily for lunch and dinner with huge portions, great service. Front Porch Thursday has live music, great time with award-winning brews, delicious food, performances from some of Las Vegas. Great artists like our sexy and sultry friend Nieve Melandra knocks it out of the park. Mixture of songs from the Great American Songbook, jazz, rock, blues, Latin, and something for everyone. And we want you to check out Big Dogs. Great night of award-winning brews, delicious food, live tunes from some of the best musicians in Las Vegas. And we'll be there on Thursday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. We're going to take a little break and come back with more from Vegas Nonstop with miles to go after these messages. Stay where you are.
Our host, Jeffrey with a G, Jared Miles, co-host, special guest, Theodora Clint Holmes, and April Diamond in the studio. Our announcer, Lenny Windsor. Thanks, everybody. So excited to talk about the Oscars. I wanted to stop for a minute because nobody's really talked about the commercials on the Oscars. We don't really talk about that. We talk about that in the NFL, but we haven't brought that up. It's very interesting what they're doing. Have you heard, Jonathan?
Well, it's kind of like the Super Bowl, isn't it?
It is kind of.
I haven't heard.
Commercials are great.
Oh, no,
I mean,
well,
is there
it's really-
something that we need to know about the commercials?
Well, you know, it's American Express has put $2 million apiece for real people, real business owners with real stories that they're focusing on during the breaks. And one of them, which I'm really excited, is woman-owned. Her name is Natalie Young. And what's great about Natalie Young, she owns a restaurant in Las Vegas, so it's about Vegas nonstop. And she actually had an addiction that destroyed everything. She said she lost her family, she lost her partner, her job. But by getting sober and coming back, she built her career back up after becoming sober. And I want to take a break right there just to say really quick, to recognize Shannon West Homeless Youth Center is run by Help Southern Nevada and has helped countless young adults who are homeless or who are at risk of becoming homeless. Through their countless programs and services, residents are encouraged to make positive life changes in order to further their education, employment, social skills, and life skills. By donating just $57 a month for 1 year, you can provide a homeless youth with a night's stay, 3 meals, and wraparound. 836-2102. And I bring that up because that's something I have a lot of passion about, is the youth that are homeless. Yes, Jonathan?
Can you repeat the website again?
Yes, it's www.helpsonv.org.
SONV, like Southern Nevada.
Yes,
Help, SONV.
Yeah, it is.
.org.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcoming April Diamond into the studio.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sweetie.
To tell us about electronic dance music. I don't know anything about it. I know the kids are all
You know, it
doing
used
that
to be-
hippity hoppity stuff, right?
Yes, it's very hippity. Electronic dance music is all the rage. It has been for the last couple of years, but it probably more commonly was known as pop dance music for over the last 4 or 5 years. It's club music, European, American style music, and the single that I've just released that my record company Del Oro Music has released is Lose Control, and right now it's playing in hundreds of clubs around the country and doing very well. And so I'm getting ready to tour and do all the things that I have only dreamed of doing. So it's very exciting.
Well, what's really exciting too about you, you are a business owner. Let the voice out.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your business? That's my business.
I'm a singer, but I'm also a voice coach, and I created my own voice training system called LetTheVoiceOut.com. And I've created it professional singers, and it's just not, oh, I shouldn't be singing because I don't sound that good, but everyone should feel and have the ability to express the way they like to, and singing is for everyone.
Well, we've got 2 professional singers that.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yes.
So are you teaching vocal technique?
Yes.
Okay, so you're teaching how to use get maximum out of what you have.
I teach pretty much all of it. I teach vocal technique. I'm very persistent with that. That's not the glamorous part of it. That's the
Right.
necessary part. The part that I enjoy that part, it can be monotonous, but what I really love is to bring the world of performing and technique and realization together for a singer. And when I see that happen, that really lights my fire. Because I love to sing, but I also love to see other people become the singer they want to be. So
Well, then we need to talk, because I have an organization that I started with the Clark County school system called Artists for Kids, and I go in and mentor. I did 3 last week. Mentored kids. I asked the teachers for devoted kids, and a lot of what we talk about. I'm gonna call you Pete if you want.
Okay.
What we talk about is exactly that. Not only how they sing, but how they understand music, how they understand a lyric, how to work that through, and then
yes.
how to project it.
I think the difficulty with kids and people in general when it comes to music and instruments is that they feel they need to be perfect. And the pressure to be perfect is what's difficult.
It's not about
for art.
perfection. It's about
Exactly.
communication.
Being able to have a structured means of learning, learning what you need to learn in the area of music, singing, performing, whatever, but be able to express the way you would like to.
Tell the
That
story.
makes an artist.
Yeah,
It's
Tell the
also
story.
about yourself. You have to bring yourself out,
Yes.
as opposed to sounding like everyone else. Because
Exactly.
the people that are really successful recording artists, etc., have their own sound and their own style.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
And their own way of interpreting a lyric. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's great.
Yeah, well, and not only being a voice coach, and you're doing that in LA and traveling the country with all of your music, and you were just on the Billboard Awards, right?
yes, or I was at the LA Music Awards. I received the award for Pop Artist of the Year.
Which is
Cool.
so.
Wow.
Congratulations, that's big stuff. Yeah.
It's a happy day.
You're
Yeah.
expanding into Las Vegas, which is nice, because we're looking at some brick and mortars, getting some of the clients here. There's such a need, because now talent is moving into Las Vegas. I know even in the
Yes.
film industry, with a lot of the people that I work with from a payroll business standpoint,
Mhm.
don't have a lot of base in here in the past. But now there's more of an interest with people living and working in Las Vegas. So,
Can I ask you where the award was that you won?
Where the award ceremony was,
Yeah.
the Avalon in Los Angeles,
Oh,
in
fabulous.
Hollywood.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it? That's
Oh, no, yes, indeed.
very probing.
Well, no, I just wanted to know where I could stalk her next.
There'll be other clubs you can stop me at.
Believe me, I'll find you.
So what's next? What's up? What's coming up?
I'm finishing my album, and there's also a reality show in the works that I'll be starting this spring, and some very exciting possible. We'll see some Billboard action with Lose Control. It's doing very, very well. It's very exciting. This month it was a big push for being played in the clubs, and it's going to get radio play and all kinds of stuff.
And that's what David Longoria, right?
David Longoria, my producer, yes.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's Bela on PBS.
It's Baila, which is a Latin jazz pop performance of all his songs, but in a show with dancers and that type of thing. So I was a guest in that show. It's on PBS right now. It's being aired in different countries.
And the best place to actually reach you is
Yes.
letthevoiceout.com, right?
Yes.
Letthevoiceout.com to reach April.
The voice stream.
Yes.
Who let the voice out?
Oh,
Thank you. That wasn't for you.
Oh, I know. Thank goodness.
You don't find me funny?
Yes, I do. But not in ways that you would.
Yeah, no, thank you. Now, the big question we're asking, if you were to get an award, and I just know about that, but if you were to give yourself an award, what do you think you should get an award for?
Inspiring singers.
Nice.
I want to say, get an award for singing, and I really want that. I got that. But probably my heart says to inspire singers.
That's awesome. And with saying that, I want to recognize Brandon and Adams Jewelers. It's been a family business since the
That's a smooth
1930s.
segue.
Yes,
That's as smooth as any
family-owned.
segue I've ever done.
Exactly.
Joe's
His
cheese.
grandfather, Wilford Adams, Calvin Wilford Adams, Brandon's dad, has craft, and actually he's an artist. He loves to design and he loves to bring your imagination to life. He loves to enjoy to take your heirloom diamonds and reset them. Brandon has actually created some of my stuff. If you notice some of my necklaces.
Well, we're on the radio, which
styles,
makes it tough, but
yes. Nope, we're live streaming, Jonathan.
I know,
So that's
on
what's
the
nice.
YouTube.
Thank you. He loves to start from scratch, right? With any piece of jewelry, right?
Does he make glitter headphones too?
and I love to
It
scratch.
does.
I want one.
I know, isn't that
I
nice?
gotta have one.
He's a little weird, but I love it. He's humble, honest, and will save you money. The best place to reach him is if you give him a call, although he does actually admit he doesn't like to answer the phone.
Who does?
702-656-2000. 702-656-2000. Brandon Adams Jewelers at 6370 West Cheyenne Avenue.
That's the
By
strangest
Alberton.
plug I've ever
Thank you. That's
Well, it's kind of
Now
like,
back
because
to
she's
it.
April Diamond
right.
and a
it
diamond
works.
jeweler.
Exactly.
I'm
It
gonna
works.
connect the dots. I'm connecting the dots, just for those listening, playing the home game.
Exactly.
Which is coming up. You'll see.
So, Clint, you've won countless awards, but if you were to give yourself an award, what would that award be?
Honestly, let me put it this way, if I were to give myself an award that I would like to be deserving of, it would be very much that. It would be passing it on, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been lucky, I've had great teachers, great directors I've worked with, Larry Moss among them, and great acting, vocal coaches. So passing it on, and that's what I'm trying to do with Artists for Kids.
Well, I know you've talked a lot about standing on the shoulders
Yep.
of those before us. And I know there was something you wanted to read about the movie. So
Well, you know what, it was a long time ago.
Seems like a really long time ago.
Well, no, because Pia and I were talking about the movie An American Sniper.
Yeah.
That's right, that's the name of it, right?
Yeah,
Did
really.
anybody else see that movie? Okay, so I was writing down, trying to remember it. When I went home, I wrote a song. I began a song based on that movie, and so here's what I can remember. It's just a verse and a chorus. There's a haze and a halo that hangs where the sun should be, and the dust never settles except as an angry sea. And an ill wind carries the soul of a sacred song. How can beautiful music make everything feel so wrong? This is not my home. Home is why I'm here. Gave 1,000 years for a heart of stone. This is not my home. That's the song.
Wow.
That's the song. This is not my home. So because the videography of that movie was, you know, the sun and the dust and the thing, and the guy comes home, as so many of the soldiers do, and have such a huge adjustment to go through to get back into society. And so it seemed to me it's like giving 1,000 years of your life, and then what you get back is a heart of stone, you know. And when you come home, you have that. So anyway, that was the
That's
idea of the song.
authentic.
So,
That's really
Wow.
awesome.
Well, yes, a special shout out
Says it
to
all.
all of our
Absolutely.
military
yeah.
special shout out to all of our military retired and active right now. Thank you for everything you guys do. Do you want to talk about an award that you would get?
Well, yeah, my purpose in life, I actually designed my own purpose. My purpose in life is to inspire others, to encourage one another to take risks. People seem to be too afraid or too angry where they hover in a very low place, and until they can get past that frequency. So mine would actually be putting entertainment with business, right? Getting serious about having fun. Too many business owners are too serious, and then they pay a ton of money for you entertainers and
Hey, calm down,
levels.
calm down,
Right.
calm down here.
No, exactly. And when you make that shift and everything starts coming together. So I make money, I help others make money, and then we all celebrate making money.
All right, well, we're going to prepare the award later. I don't know how we're going to get all that on the one award.
Yeah,
You don't have enough money
yeah.
for that.
Well, I like it.
There's not enough money in the budget.
It is work.
We're gonna
Forward
take-
in every direction.
It does.
Work, entertainment in every way.
And we're gonna
I love that.
And we've got to take a break. Jonathan Scott with Vegas Nonstop with Miles to go. We'll be back after these messages.
Didn't understand a word you said.
Welcome back. I've been practicing. So welcome back. I'm reading now. Vegas Nonstop with Miles to Go.
Wow.
Oh my God, better late than never.
Fine.
And good night, everyone.
Anyway, I was just, fine, I was going to speak, but it's okay.
Jonathan Scott back with Vegas Nonstop with Miles to go. Thank you, Lenny Windsor from the Windsor Carriage Company in London.
England.
Yeah, instead of
It's
London,
not London.
Ontario.
It's not
It's a different London. London, Ontario. London, Kentucky. London, Mississippi. Stay out of London, Mississippi, by the way. All right.
You don't want to know.
No. If you're looking for a romantic and economical dinner in Las Vegas, we recommend Charlie Palmer's Steak at the Four Seasons, presenting the Chef's Cut menu. And it's kind of like Animal Style, In-N-Out Burger. It's not on the menu. You have to ask for the Chef's Cut. And if you mention Vegas Nonstop with Miles to Go and ask for the Chef's Cut menu, you get a 3-course steak dinner, a unique cut of meat paired with seasonal ingredients, and bottomless wine pairings for just $48. Just $48 for a 3-course dinner and bottomless wine. That's at Charlie Palmer Steak at the Four Seasons Hotel and Casino connected to Mandalay Bay. So we're talking movies and Oscars. I said I have a fever, but it's not quite Oscar fever. It's been birthday weekend, and again, if you want to see the silliness, you can go to our YouTube channel for Vegas Nonstop on YouTube and see what we're doing there. You could like us on Facebook and Twitter. It's Jonathan Scott LV. And Eric Miles is here with another pop quiz on the movies and the Oscars, and maybe another poem. I don't know. What do you got for us?
If you're lucky. So first of all, Jonathan, you're right. We are streaming live in HD, and that's thanks in part to a couple of people, Shay, who is known as Super Shay, and Little John over at the Apple Store in downtown Summerlin. They hooked us up so that we could be streaming live, and I want to send a shout out to them.
Little John is over at that.
Little John, yes, he is. Little
Career's
John,
going well.
And Shay and Little John. And, so we are talking about movies, and we got a lot of performers in the room right now. And so I just want to ask you guys about what you think about songs in the movies, the soundtracks, and how they change movies and how they affect the movies. Because we've talking about the two movies that have heavy drum,
Right.
Whiplash and Birdman, right? And so, what did you think that those drums did to the movie, and how did it affect the movie?
Well, of course, Whiplash is about a drummer.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so it's clear. I love the idea. Did you see Birdman?
Yeah.
Okay, so Birdman is a lot of the score is a drummer, but it's like a street drummer in New York.
Right.
And once in a while you see him, but you hear him, and just it comes in. It's a quirky movie.
It is.
And that's a quirky soundtrack.
Well, it's very stylized.
Very stylized. So I thought it really fit with that.
Right.
With that movie. But I mean, music is so atmospheric in movies. It would be interesting to watch some great love scenes and take the music out and see how they played, because the music takes you there. Enhances it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, now it is time for the pop quiz. Everybody ready for the pop quiz?
Okay, let's go.
Here we go. These are all about films. Okay, so.
We can give more prizes.
We give out prizes for the high score, and so there are only 3 films which have won all 5 major categories. That's best film, director, actor, actress, and screenplay. Can you name any of the 3 films
Only in the history of
in the history of
Jeffrey with a G.
Jeffrey with a G?
I'm gonna try The Godfather.
And you would be wrong.
I'm going to try, I've got to guess.
Yes.
Yentl.
And you're also incorrect.
Gone with the Wind.
Ben-Hur.
Gone with the Wind, no. Ben-Hur, 2 no's.
Wow.
Well, you could actually look into that.
Casablanca.
No.
Anybody in the audience want to call
Yeah,
in?
call in. If we have any call-ins, the 3
Kramer
calls.
versus Kramer.
No.
Kramer,
Okay,
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
a great-
Well, let me get the call out
Okay,
number.
so-
Call out number 702-889-7380, 889-7380, 889-7380. Any other guesses here in studio?
Oh, and you can also reach us through the internet.
The
through
YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel. So if you want to make your guesses there, we'll be able to.
Is
see
it within the last 10 years?
None of them have been within the last 10 years.
Oh, no.
So
No,
they
and
want-
so
Best Picture, Best Actor,
Yeah,
Best Actress, and both Best
Screenplay.
Supporting?
no,
Oh,
it's best screenplay. It wasn't.
Is
Oh,
it-
I know.
I'll give you the oldest one. The oldest one is It Happened One Night. The other,
Clark Gable.
right, and then the other 2, one happened in the 70s, the other was in the 90s.
70s and 90s.
Forrest Gump.
No, I'll give you the
Jeffrey with a G.
Pulp Fiction?
And so,
So best director, best picture.
best actor, best actress, and best screenplay. You already know It Happened One Night. The other is in the 70s, a Jack Nicholson film.
Oh.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes! And the last one was in the 90s. It is
Name one star.
Jodie Foster.
Oh.
Oh,
Hannibal Lecter. What's the
yeah.
The Silent-
Silence of the Lambs.
There you go. Those are the 3.
Wow.
It happened One Night, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and The Silence of the Lambs. The only 3 movies to win to sweep the 5
That's a
top
great question.
categories.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, question number 2.
Or use the play of turtle wax.
excited.
That's turtle wax for the life of us in New York.
Right, you can fly Klondike bars. Okay, here we go. So Michael Keaton is one of the sentimental favorites because he's an aging actor and everything. But who is the oldest actor to win the Best Actor award? Oldest actor.
Michael Caine?
No,
Wait, we got guesses here.
Okay, Jeffrey with a G.
was it Jack Palance when he was doing the push-ups?
No.
No.
Yeah, any guess?
Any guess? Any guess? Any guess?
Actor.
Actor.
Male.
Yes.
That's not
From the 70s.
From the 70s. Richard Roundtree?
Laurence Olivier.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, nobody's got it.
Okay, so
Jack Palance was a good guess, though.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
it
good.
was.
That was
That
an
was a
excellent
great
guess. But the correct answer is Henry Fonda.
Wow.
Golden
Golden
Pond.
Pond.
Golden Pond.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
Letty.
True or false? Question number 3. True or false? Robert Redford is the most honored actor with 12 nominations and 3 wins.
I'd say false.
Anybody else?
True.
How many say true? Show of hands. True.
I would say false.
Show of
False.
hands.
I
And
say
everybody say false?
False.
The answer is false.
Who is it?
Jack Nicholson.
Of course.
Oh.
Wow.
Good one.
Okay, let's see. The question number 4. 3 movies have won the Oscar for Best Picture and have run longer than 3.5 hours.
Oh.
What 3 movies have run
Lawrence of
longer than
Arabia.
3.5 hours and won Best Picture?
Lawrence of Arabia.
That's one.
One
Godfather.
of my favorite movies, Dr. Zhivago.
That's not it.
No?
Nope, it wasn't longer than 3.5 hours.
Okay. Pretty long, though.
I just felt that way.
Oh, so it's like a
So Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lawrence of Arabia?
Yes,
Gone with the Wind?
correct. That's the
Godfather?
second one. And the third one, no.
No.
The third is,
Ten Commandments.
drum roll, please. Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
Give your own drum roll.
Don't say Brokeback Mountain.
I won't say it.
No, that definitely seemed like longer than
Oh,
3.5 hours.
Ben-Hur.
Oh.
Excuse me, I said
Let me say
that.
that. I think it should count
It was
because he said
25
Ben-Hur
minutes
earlier.
ago.
Oh, I didn't hear you,
Oh.
sorry. Okay.
Lenny was time traveling. It was time
Okay,
traveling.
wait. We got question number 5. Question number 5. There have been 5 performers who have won consecutive awards, meaning they won the same award 2 years
I'm going to say
in a row.
Meryl Streep just
I
out
know,
of the
I know
box.
one.
I just want you to tell me the last one who did it.
Jeffrey with a G.
Jeffrey.
Tom Hanks?
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding, ding.
wow.
Philadelphia and Forrest
Forrest
Gump.
Gump. Very
good,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
wow.
Is he the only one? Is that the only one that's ever done back to back?
No, he's not the only one.
Most recent.
He's the most recent.
Oh,
You don't have the other ones on.
Catherine Hepburn.
Meryl Streep, would she be one?
No, Meryl Streep did not. Catherine Hepburn, Tracy, Spencer Tracy.
and we're out of time.
And we're out of time.
And we're out of time.
All right.
Perfect
I want
timing.
to thank our guests, Clint Holmes, Pia Zadora, Lenny Windsor, April Diamond, of course, G. Eric Miles, Kimberly Miles, Jeffrey with a G, Jonathan Scott from Vegas Nonstop.
Woo!
Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday,
Enjoy.
Jonathan.
Yeah, happy
Well,
birthday.
party hard.
Happy birthday, darling.
Dog.